Hello everyone, welcome to JTC Educational Revolution. In the last video, we have seen some of the topics related to distance, displacement, and some comparison between distance and displacement, those all, right? And today, also some of the discussion will be related to that itself. And we'll start with some of the examples here, then we'll go to next topic. And before going to example, we have one small topic, that is some impossible graphs. So now I'm going to explain about some of the impossible graphs. Those are, see student, time and speed graph like this will never be possible because speed can never be negative. Okay, and some of the graph we just go through, try to remember this. Suppose starting is from, okay, wait for a while. Starting here and again ending with the same point. With time, displacement starting and ending at the same point, and we are finding the graph at some particular time. So suppose like this, the graph is like this. Starting from origin, ending at origin, and I want displacement at this point. So at this point displacement will be 0. So technically we cannot find out the answer here. Is it clear everyone? So this graph is also impossible to be practical. Right. Next, again next graph is also something like this. So here again speed has shown negative. So speed cannot be negative. So this graph is also impossible to be practical. Okay students, so hope you are about to understand this all differences. Okay, all of you. Right, so next I think I should share you the screenshot of previous classes also. Yeah, however you see student, date will be available here, you understand, with the help of date. Right, okay. So let us take this screenshot, then yeah, next everyone, the next one is a question here, that is see, one question has been given to us, and the question is Ram takes the path straight line. Right, there is one diagram like this today. See, there is one diagram like this. P to Q, P to Q like this. This is the path 1, and P to Q like this. This is the path 2. And from here to here the distance is 100 meter. Now here they are saying that Ram is taking path 1 to go from P to Q, and Sham is taking path 2. Right. So Ram is going through this path. Sham is going through path 2. Okay. The question is like this. Then find the distance traveled by Rama and Sham and at the same time you have to find displacement of Ram and Sham. So we need to find out the distance traveled by Ram as well as distance traveled by Sham. After that, we need to find out the distance traveled by displacement of Ram as well as Sham. See student, first let me explain you about the distance. So distance traveled by Ram will be, see how much distance Ram has traveled from this point to this point, already given 100. Okay, so it's directly 100 meter. Second one, distance traveled by Sham. See here, Sham is covering semicircle, right? You know, distance of the semicircle is nothing but half of the circumference. So what is the circumference? Distance traveled by Sham will be half of circumference. What is circumference? 2 pi r. Half of this will be 2 divided by 2. That means 2 and 2 cancel. So distance traveled by Sham will be pi r. And pi you keep as it is, radius we know. This is nothing but the radius, right? See, P to Q, here to here is nothing but displacement. Means, I mean to say diameter. Then what is the radius? If diameter is given, radius will be d by 2. So diameter is 100. So radius will be 50. Getting with this point everyone? So pi as it is, radius will be 50. So distance traveled by Sham will be 50 into pi, that is 50 into 3.14. So if you do 50 into 3.14, you may get approximately 150 change. $157 you are getting, student. So answer is 157 meter. So Sham has traveled the distance of 157. Right. Now we are about to discuss the displacement. See student, Ram is also going from A to B, Sham is also going from A to B. Displacement will be the distance between initial point and final point. So for Ram, initial point is here, final point is here. So displacement for Ram is 100 meter. Right. And if you look at for Sham also, Sham is traveling from here to here. But what is the displacement definition, student? The distance between starting point and ending point. So Sham has started here, ended here. So what is the shortest distance between P and Q? Again 100. So displacement of Sham is also 100 meter only. Even though they travel in different way, displacement will be always a straight line journey between starting point and ending point. Right. So displacement is always a straight line journey between starting and ending point. That's why displacement for Ram and Sham will remain same. Is it clear, all of you? Right. So hope you have understood about this. Okay, everyone. Yeah, just observe for a while whatever written on the screen. Okay, hope you are able to follow it. Okay, follow from the paper later on. Photos order I'm going to send you. Now the second question is, An old person moves on a semicircular track. Oh, okay, directly I'm writing. Old person moves on semi-circular track. So, question is, an old person is moving on a semicircular track whose radius is 40 meter, right? Every morning. So, an old person is moving on this semicircular track every morning for walking, and the radius of this semicircular track is 40 meter. If the old person starts at one end of the track and reaches at the other end, find the displacement. So, suppose the track is like this. Suppose A is this point and B is this point. So, it's reaching from this point to this point. So, what is the displacement? See, just now I said you for semicircular, displacement is equal to, see a student. See, even though the old man is traveling like this, even though the old man is traveling in this way from here to here, but displacement will be always a straight line journey from starting point to ending point. Even though the old man is traveling like this is distance for the old man, but the displacement is this only always, right? Displacement will be always a straight line between starting and ending point, right? So this is nothing but A to B is the diameter, right? So what is diameter? Double of the radius. So what is radius? 40 in this. So the displacement of the old man is 80 meter. Getting with this point, everyone? Right? So hope you are understanding this type of questions now in a better way, right? Okay, so hope this is clear, everyone. Right. Next, some more questions here. All of you listen carefully. See, the third question is, an athlete is running on a circular path of radius 50 meter. So, there is one circular path. Okay. So, an athlete is running on this circular path. Radius of this circular path is 50 meter. Right. Then athletes complete 5 rounds. See, suppose the athlete has started at one particular point, and after starting at one particular point, he has completed the 5 rounds. Right. Suppose, for example, after he complete the 5 rounds, they are asking you to find out the displacement. So starting is A. Athlete starts from here and come back to A point. Again, like this he finishes 5 rounds. So at the end of 5th round, what is the displacement covered by the athlete? That will be equal to, see, as starting and ending points are same, displacement is 0. See, I said already in the theory part, if starting and ending point is going to same, then the displacement is obviously going to be 0. So in this case, the displacement is 0. Getting idea, everyone here, right? So hope you are able to follow these things. Yes, okay. Whatever may be the rounds, 10 rounds, 100 rounds, if the starting and ending point is same, then the displacement must obviously has to remain same. So now we are going to discuss our fourth question of today's class, that is, a monkey is traveling on a circular path of radius 80 meters. So the path is circular, whose radius is 80 meter. Calculate the distance covered by the monkey in one complete cycle. See, calculate distance covered by monkey in one complete cycle. So here they are not asking displacement. See, whenever the monkey completes one complete cycle, displacement will be zero, because starting point and ending point will remain same, right? But right now they are not asking you the displacement, they are asking you the distance, right? So the distance will be here. See, suppose starting is here, is covering completely like this, right? So what it's doing is actually traveling through the circumference. So distance is nothing but the circumference of circle, right? What is the circumference formula? 2 pi r, isn't it? Clear? Circumference is 2 pi r here. So simply substitute the values. 2 into pi means 3.14, r value is 80 given, right? So now if you look at according to this, then the answer will be 502.4 meter. So the monkey is covering 502.4 meter overall. Is it clear, all of you? Right. So the concept is clear. First of all, here distance around the circle will be 2 pi r. Displacement around the circle will be 0. Okay, everyone? Right. Yeah, observe it everyone for a while. So hope is clear to everyone here. Right. So the fifth question is, a man has to go (50 meters) due north and then 40 meters due east and then 20 meters due south to reach field. See, today we are dealing with the problems of our JTC books, and in the coming videos we'll be discussing about the problems of S.C. Verma sir also. And in JTC books also, some of the S.C. Verma sir's problem had been already added, right? Okay. So now this is the question, everyone. Now they are asking, the concept is like this, and they are asking you how much distance he traveled. So we need to find out the distance of this man and the displacement from home to field. So this you have to find out here. Getting with this, you need to find distance also, and you need to find displacement also. Right. So look at here, everyone, visualization a little bit. See, the man is traveling initially 50 meters toward north. Suppose the man's home is here. So he has to travel So everyone, if you look at, the man is traveling 40 meters towards north, not 40 meters, it's a 50 meters. Alright, from here to here, the distance traveled is 50 meters. And from that point, he has to travel 40 meters towards east. So east will be in this direction. So he's traveling 40 meters. And then he's traveling 20 meters to reach towards south. Due south means towards south, right? So south will be downward basically on the globe if you see. Okay, this is the situation, right? Right, this is the home and this is field. Getting idea? Now, from this home to field, now two things you have to find out. You have to find out the distance as well as you have to find out the displacement. Right. Now for that, look at very carefully. This question will be really very interesting, student. Slowly, we are just at the like ABCD of the rectilinear motion. Questions will keep on becoming interesting when we cross the levels. See here now. First I'll say you distance. Then displacement, we have to go in a little bit technical way, students here. Right. Okay. See. Let us give name also here. This point is A point. This point is B point. This is C point. This is D point. Now, distance is nothing but total path traveled. That's what I said in basic definition. So, what the path he traveled? See, A to B, he traveled distance A to B, then he traveled B to C, then he traveled C to D. This is the total path traveled by the man. So, simply you have to add everything. So, that is 50, 40 plus 20. That's going to be 110 meters. So distance traveled by the man in this question is 110 meters. Right. That's very straightforward, student. There's nothing to confuse in this. But displacement is not that much straightforward in this question. Right. See why and how. Look at this point very carefully. See, displacement is going to be direct straight line distance from starting point to ending point. So from here to this is the displacement, right? Isn't it, student? This is the displacement traveled by the man. So to find out that, here what you need to do, student, you have to draw one triangle now. So this line is nothing but 40. This is 40, so this is also 40. And from here to here, you have to reach till D. See, student, now if I take this much distance from this point to this point, is actually 50 because this is 50. Right. Now here he traveled at 20 distance, so this should be how much? This should be 30 or not? 50 minus 20. Okay, this much distance will be 50 minus 20. That is nothing but 30. So this is 30. Now, if you look at very carefully, it's looking like a right angle triangle. Right, isn't it looking like a right angle triangle? Then we know whenever we get the right angle triangle, the journey traveled here, the displacement is a hypotenuse. Right. So to find out the displacement in this question, we are going to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, everyone? Right. So what the Pythagoras theorem says? Pythagoras theorem says that side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Now I want hypotenuse, so square you bring here. Okay. In exam, you need not to do this much all detail, students. If you understand, do it shortly, directly. Okay. Only here for explanation, we'll be going in details. So, what is one of the side? 30. What is another side? One side is 30, one side is 40. Right. So if I calculate it, 30 square will be 900, 40 square will be 1600. So both will sum up to 2500. So separately I can write 2500 as 25 into 100. So 25 square will be 5, 100 square will be 10, square root of 25 will be 5, square root of 100 will be 10. So the displacement is 50 meter. The hypotenuse is 50. Hypotenuse is nothing but displacement in this. Is it clear, everyone? So therefore the displacement covered is 50 meter. Getting idea with this point, everyone? Right? So hope the things are very clear to you. Observe for a while. So hope these things are clear to everyone. Right. Now one of the very interesting question is about to be solved out in the next part. Look at the question very carefully, everyone. See, a body is covering 1/4 of the circular path. So body covers 1/4 of the circular path. Look at very carefully. That's why I used to say you many times in school life, be clear with the geometry. Right, geometry is one of the very important part of our IIT and NEET or whatever competitive life. Right. Don't know, for many reasons in school nobody will take the geometry part very seriously, but it's going to be very important part of your future. Right. Till now you have seen in the last question whatever we have here to that is nothing but the rectangle. You must be able to understand the properties and what are the things we are using in the rectangle. Now in this question we are going to discuss about the circles. Right. See now. So a body is covering 1/4 of the circular path and you need to find out, calculate ratio of distance and displacement. So distance and displacement ratio you have to find out. So here the important point is to understand the diagram first of all. See, let us, okay. See student, there is one circular path. Right. Now, circular path can be divided into 4 parts. This is 1/4. This is 1/4, this is 1/4 part, this is 1/4 part. Right. Clear. That means if I speak this in terms of path covered, suppose this is point A and point B. This is 1/4 of the complete distance. This is also 1/4. Okay, lightly I'm drawing. This is also 1/4. This is also 1/4. Right. But our major focus is the body is traveling 1/4 of the distance. Okay. Now this is 1 A to B is the distance. Now we need to find the ratio of distance and displacement. That means we need to find distance also, displacement also, and we have to divide them. Right. So for that, look at here student, distance is nothing but total path length or path traveled from A to B. From A to B. See students, complete is the circumference. Right, that is circumference. The person is traveling only 1/4. Means 4th part of the circumference. That's why divide by 4. If the person travel half of the circumference, divide by 2. Okay? Right. So 2 pi r by 4. So 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja, that's gone. Then we left out with pi r by 2. Right, so distance traveled here is pi r by 2. Now look at the displacement. When displacement will never be that much easy, always you need to understand this concept clearly. Distance will be in most of the cases straightforward, complete journey traveled, but displacement will not be that much straightforward always. See, displacement is straight line distance from A to B, that is nothing but this straight line is the displacement. Right, that means again if we see it's going to form a right angle triangle here, isn't it, student? See, see, A to B is a displacement. So if I join this, isn't it looking like a right angle triangle? Right. From, let us see, consider this as O. So O to A will be radius. This is also radius. We need to find out the hypotenuse again. Right. So for that, the formula is square root of the side square plus side square. Now, what is one of the side? R. OA. What is one more side? R. That is OB. So it's nothing but R square plus R square. That is 2R square. Square root of that. Now 2R square. Square root 2 you write separately. Square root R square you write separately. Square and square root cancel. So this is square root of 2R. Okay. So this is the displacement. Now they are asking ratio of this. That means distance by displacement. Okay everyone, distance is how much? Pi r by 2. Displacement is root 2 into r. So now look at, student, here. This 2 will come down. Then it will become pi r by 2 root 2 into r. R and r get cancelled. So the answer is pi by 2 root 2. This is the displacement covered by this body or this body in that 1/4 of the total journey. This is not displacement, ratio of distance and displacement. So clear with this ratio questions, everyone? Right? Okay, so today with this second video we are ending with these problems itself. The third video will continue with the speed, velocity, etc. Those type of topics. Right? First observe it for a while, everyone. Okay, hope you have understood up to this. So this video will end with this many problems. So we'll meet in the next video with the theoretical concept. This was the problematic video. Next one will be the theoretical. So till then, Vande Mataram to everyone. Jai Hind.